Hey, what's up? Friends, fans, followers, a-woers and new-wooers, normies and meme lords. It's me, ya boy, Purple Cat. Alright, let's get right into Arcade Spirits. Last time, we got really deep with this little boy named Mikey. I think that was his name, I don't remember. But now, we're going to be doing the second day of our job. We just finished Chapter 1 last time. So, let's continue. Gotta load. Oh, I guess I didn't. Sure, save the game again. I guess I didn't last time. Empty slot. Alright. Arcade Spirits, the cool little intro thing. Level 2, Chasing Ghosts. Ooh, ghosts. That's a pretty spoopy. Alright, let's get right into this. It is the future year, 20XX. And you know what? Things are pretty okay. I've worked as a floor attendant at the Funplex for 2 weeks now. Hard work to be sure, but rewarding. Oh, it's been 2 weeks. I guess we're going to be doing time skips, that's fine. In a spiritual sense, at least. I've helped Naomi repair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine while she's reminisced about the far out 1960X's. Oh, sorry, my phone alarm's going off. I've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught fire. That's funny. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos by all my clothes. I've scraped gum off any number of surfaces. I've chased what turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee-ball machine. Ugh, gross. Okay, look, I know I'm not painting this to be a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy even amidst the chaos of the grossness. I'm happy, and that's all that matters, right? Well, I mean, money is kind of important. Right, you're happy! Oh, I don't remember Juniper's voice. This is the best I've seen you in ages, Neko-chan! Before you come home all drained and exhausted. Now, well, you're still tired, but a good tired! I'm just gonna do this. My roommate Juniper, she'd taken to stopping by during her lunch break, whenever she could to get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong. But overall, it's good work. I just feel good. Totally good and stuff.
Yes.
Good! Agreed! Super good! Double plus good! Double... Did they just make a 1984 reference? I think they just made a reference to the book 1984. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in 1984 there's this thing called Newspeak, and basically it simplifies the English language like a bunch. So instead of saying really good or very good, they use double plus. That's interesting. That might not have even been on purpose, but Iris, we talked about you listening in on my conversations. Would I tell you about that? To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping even when I am? Exactly. You know, I'd be more upset about my creepy privacy invading digital overmistress, but I have to admit that Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she also ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf. Yeah, that's what happened last time. But Neko-chan, when pizza's on a bagel... So Juniper, how long do you have left on your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball or something? I can spot you tokens. No, can't do. I do assistant synergy manager. Arrange a team building exercise. I have to move colored bits of paper around or something and then exchange high fives. Assistant synergy manager? That sounds like a very vague job. Nah, it's actually entry level, good pay, and right on track to middle management. Pretty cushy if a bit dull. Funny thing is that they asked me if I knew anybody who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates, and I said nope. Who would want to do that? When was this exactly? Oh, 2 weeks ago. You could have gotten me a job. So 2 weeks ago, right when I needed to find work, you told them you didn't know any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job.
Oh,
Boy!
well, but you wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit.
I don't even know what that is! Juniper. Please tell me you told them no because I'd already taken this job by that point, not because you forgot.
Hey, I didn't forget.
Uh-huh.
I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night. I mean, you'd already had so many jobs you hated. I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you. And it all worked out, right? You just spent the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you are here.
Not a lie, I was happy here indeed. Also, not a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch after having pizza bagels for breakfast because we barely had enough money to cover the rent this week pulled together. Also not a lie, Gavin constantly hiding the numbers from me, insisting things were fine, all while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also not a lie, that every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery. Neko-chan? Say something, you're scaring me! When I lost my lifeguard job, I barely reacted, didn't care that I was impoverished again and facing an uncertain future. I guess one of the nasty side effects of no longer going with the flow and no longer being numbed to the reality of your situation. But I shouldn't feel upset about this. I've been genuinely enjoying my time at the Funplex. It's been a bundle of laughs and not the so sad I'm laughing variety either. Oh, my alarm went off again. What are you doing, phone? Okay, that should be enough alarms. I have no right to be angry, upset at losing an opportunity at a safer, more stable future, right? It's okay, I'm where I want to be. It's okay, everything's fine. It's not okay, why didn't you tell me? I want to be nice to Juniper because she's my friend. And she looks like she's about to cry in the background, so I'm not going to make her cry. So I won't be angry or upset, simple as that. I decided I was done compromising, right? Done with settling. Going with the flow. I'm going to be the one to break the family curse. I chose this path of my own free will. Even if I didn't have all the facts at the time. But, if I'm going to be honest, boundless confidence doesn't cover the simple fact that I chose to be vulnerable rather than safe. The arcade closes if anything goes wrong. Still, no need to dump all of that on Juniper. Yeah, see? In-game me gets it. In-game me is a decent person. Even if real-life me isn't. Also, I love the kitty tights. I just saw those on Juniper. It's cute. It's okay, Juniper. You were right. I'd have hated that job. Things are great here.
Oh, good. You were kind of freaking me out. Trust me, it's the right decision. You'd learn to loathe working at my office, like I do. I mean, sure, the pay is good. And you get solid health insurance and paid vacation time, and they have a sweet coffee shop right in the lobby. And these really great chairs that support your lower back, like $1,000 chairs from Sweden crafted by master chairsmiths.
Ooh, wish I had me one of those. Juniper, I said it's fine. Everything is fine. Honestly, I'm okay. I mean, I won't deny that job would have been a safer bet. I want to contribute my fair share to the apartment rent, you know? But what's done is done. I'd rather look forward than back.
Right. Forget I said anything. Please forget I said anything. I'm sorry. I should have told you. I shouldn't have held that back.
It's fine, Juniper. It's all good. I mean, I'm kind of pissed, but it's all good.
But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take the job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me.
Juniper, it's cool. You're right. I'd have hated it. Okay, good. I've got a good feeling about all this. I think you're right when you need to be, even if I was kind of dumb about getting you here. Hey, I gotta get back to the office. Have good lunch, okay? I could feel the distant rumble of a frozen box of pizza bagels taunting me from the recently repaired employee break room. Yeah, okay. And you have a good rest of the hours of your day, okay? Yeah. You bet! I'm okay with this. Everything is fine. Right? Right. What I need right now is a distraction, and frozen pizza bagels are most certainly not it. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. And hey, maybe some company too. Nice and distracting. Talking to someone about anything other than this. Let's see, who's available? Percy. Percy! Or Tail. Oh, Percy and Tail. I love them both so much, but I like Percy better. Let's go with Percy. Let's see, do I have any Percy points? Yes, I have some Percy points, but I have more Teo points right now. And I'd go with Naomi, but she's not available, so. Oh, and I'm more kind right now. I'm super kind and kind of quirky. That's me. Percy's flipping through messages on his phone in a highly bored manner when I walk up to him. Hey, Percy, how's Moopy today? Oh, pretty bad performance overall. Haven't even cleared 1 million for the day, and a few of my stock picks are down. Bad luck overall.
Lovely day.
But on the whole, can't complain. Every day is a gift. So, do you need something, Neko-chan? To be honest, if I don't get out of here and get my mind off things, I'm gonna melt down. I was thinking lunch. You had lunch yet? Don't you usually have those little pizzas? You noticed, huh? I subsisted on peanut butter sandwiches for a time. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Neko-chan. Life has ups and downs. I love Percy. He's so funny. But seeing as you're looking to avoid the downs at the moment, by all means, let's go fetch some lunch, if I may suggest our destination. I swear, if you suggest some fancy, highfalutin place I can't afford, then, like... You haven't been to the whole store yet, have you? The donut shop? Donut shop and used bookstore. They have pastries and sandwiches and the like. It's a charming little cafe at heart. If you'd be kind enough to accompany me, unless you'd rather have little pizzas. Donuts and books, a winning combination.
Much obliged.
Then let us be off. Guys, it's Wub Sub again. Look, it's Wub Sub. I kind of want to go to Wub Sub. Anyways, we're going to whole story instead, so let's do that. Or maybe we can eat at law offices of Smith & Johnson Attorney at Law. That sounds like my favorite restaurant. Despite coming to this little strip mall for 2 weeks, I haven't actually visited our neighbors. Mostly I did whatever needed doing, took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley and Naomi, things like that. Whatever the job happened to call for, no more, no less. I couldn't say I'd been a part of any community outside the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited Whole Story frequently. Percy leads the way into a shop that sells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness. Nice. This is about what I expected the shop to look like, yeah. I don't think I've ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all. For that matter, it's 20XX! Who buys books in brick-and-mortar stores anymore? But despite the subdued atmosphere compared to the arcade, there are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and yes, munching donuts. Percy secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on, what the heck is up with this menu? It's organized by the Dewey Decimal System? I'll have a Douglas... Why did I go New York there? A Douglas Adams. Don't worry, they know my order. It's my treat, yes? I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a big deal of it. Cash is tight, and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Hey, I'd like, one super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise with orange juice. You know what surprised me? What's your favorite donut? Yeah, I'm going with this. One super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkle special surprise with orange juice. I'll have the Shel Silverstein. Have y'all ever read Shel Silverstein? He's a kid's poet author. He's really good. I have like 3 of his books. He wrote The Giving Tree. I really like his books. He's a cool author.
One chocolate with sprinkles and juice coming up.
Oh, his name's Ben. What's up, Ben? Nice to meet you. The second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small book of extremely silly poetry on the tray with it. Huh. A literary lunch.
With alliteration, apparently.
I like this guy. He's nice.
Hey, you work at the Funplex, don't you?
I do now.
Right. We've seen you walk past our doors every morning and evening.
Like clockwork, tick-tock.
Right, sorry, I should have introduced myself. Floor attendant Neko-chan. Right, Neko-chan, right. At your service, I'm your inside gal for tokens and tickets.
Oh, we are loud lousy at video games.
Totally lousy.
But Francine's just a peach, isn't she?
Sweetest dame you'll ever meet.
I like these two. Are they references on me? I don't...
Regardless, welcome to The Whole Story.
Thanks.
I'm Ben.
I'm Matt.
No relation to the actors.
Although they're cuties, and so are we.
Oh, stop.
Stop being cute? Never.
But... actors? I think there's a reference here I'm not getting. Apparently sugar is available in forms other than round and whole. Anyway,
Don't let us stop you from having fun on your little date.
Wouldn't dream of it.
date? I mean, yeah, it is, but I mean, that's why I asked Percy for lunch, so you would go with me to lunch and be like, date, but I mean, it's not a date.
Just friends then? Friendly friends on a play date?
Maybe the real date was the friends we made along the way.
I love these two, they're hilarious.
I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way.
What if the way was also the real friends who were the real friends we made along the way?
Stop. Please.
Okay, now you're just being silly.
And how?
Anyway, next order, please.
The pair waits the next customer in as I return to Percy's table with her orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray. Oh, whoops, I skipped a line. They invited me to the wedding, you know. I was new in town back then, but well, they're kind-hearted to say the least. Percy opens the Douglas Adams book they gave him with his biscuits, only to peruse it lightly out of politeness to the book lenders. Soon we've devoured our food. It's probably not a very nourishing lunch, all told, but the sweet treat does wonders for my mood. Except Percy definitely picks up on something being a little off. Penny for your thoughts? It's complicated. Penny for my thoughts, then? No need to share yours if you're in no mood. Okay. Seriously, why Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? Why not? Because there's easier high scores out there to knock over. I looked it up on Twin Galaxies last night. That score stood for 30 years. And that's the challenge, isn't it? But I suppose it's not entirely the challenge that appeals to me. It's, well, how to put this? It's personal. That's what you said last time. If you don't want to talk about it, I suppose I've teased it enough. We may not know each other well enough to be besties, yes, but it's a tale worth telling.
Put simply, Moopy is... It was my little sister's favourite game. Dear little Stella.
Oh wait, did his sister like promise on her deathbed? Did he promise to his sister on his sister's deathbed that he would beat the high score or something? Cause that's so sad and so sweet. And oh my god.
My sister was a child prodigy. A leap ahead of the curve in every respect. The sharpest mind, the cleverest wit, the warmest heart.
And mazes. Oh, how she loved mazes. She had a gift for pattern recognition and optimization. A gift and a passion. It thrilled her to no end to take on a mental challenge and defeat it soundly. We got her books and books filled with mazes and puzzles, and she'd clear one of them every day. Always wanted more to fill her dreary hours, but only so many mazes. To solve the problem, we got our handheld game console and a copy of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Honestly, at the time, I knew next to nothing of video games. A friend of mine in arithmetic class suggested it. Took every scrap of pocket change I could muster buying that game for her. My family had next to no money, you see. A nobody family, in a nothing village. Well, I suppose you can relate, yes? I can relate, yes. My family had a lot of troubles as well. I've struggled, yes, but try to keep it level. You noticed the pizza bagels, huh? I'm not gonna say that in the middle of a heartfelt, deep conversation, you idiot game. Okay. My family had a lot of troubles as well. We started out with the money, I guess, but that didn't last long. Eventually things like video games were just out of reach. My parents loved me and tried so hard, but, well, the family curse kept getting in the way of downsizing, pink slips, bad luck, again and again. And yet, here you are, doing what you love, despite it not be quite alleviating all hardships. I made my choice, it's going to be fine, everything is fine. As you say, So, the game helps feed my sister's need for greater and greater challenges. That's the key to Mr. Moopy, you see. It generates pseudo-random mazes. Pseudo, as opposed to... Well, it's early 1980X technology. Depending on your path through the mazes, you can precede the randomness. It's part of the challenge, playing the game of the game. And Stella could play the game of the game like no other. Better than I could, even. She'd no doubt have beaten the high score by now. Her name up in lights as the champion to unseat a 30-year legacy. And that's why I'm a maniac for Mr. Moopy. I wait for him to continue, but nope. That's it. I think I understand, though. Stella can't take the score herself, not anymore. You keep using the past tense when describing your sister. I'm sorry for your loss, Percy. I'm sure she was every bit as bright and clever and warm as you described. I wish I could have met her. ... Thank you, Neko-chan. Her loss is... It certainly left a hole in the world when she passed a few years ago. All her potential, all her brilliance, gone. Percy sighs deeply, letting the memory wash over him and pass.
If not for the heart condition, despite everything we tried, everything I did, in the end, it was simply too much.
Oh my god, that's so sad! Percy, I'm sorry, I feel for you, buddy!
And now, Mr. Moopy's my connection to Stella. She dreamed of beating it, but the little handheld version she had wasn't quite the equal of the original. So, one day, I'm going to take down the score, and I'm going to do it in her name.
The feels! I have so many feels!
I'll put her initials at the top of that scoreboard. S.I.S. 3.5 million points by Percival James Sinclair. Earned in honor of Stella Isabel Sinclair. I know that on that day, somewhere she'll be smiling at me and saying, "Good show, Percy. Good show."
Oh, it's so sweet! Well, on the day you beat the score for her, floor attendant Neko-chan will be there to cheer you on. Thank you, love. It's appreciated.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Neko-chan! Lunch break's over! Back to the grindstone, eh? The arcade's not that grindy. Curious. Well, well, if you pardon the obtuse observation, you seem to be going through the motions. Huh? I'm not. I'm having a blast there. By doing what needs doing, yes? Of course, I'm a diligent employee. I suppose it's a question of ambition, but it's not my place to judge. And you've work to do, yes?
Be seeing ya.
Go on, go on. I'll return the tray and our books. Can't say I get what he meant by that. But he's right about one thing, there's work to do. I take my leave and return to the Funplex. And speaking of that, I believe I will take my leave right now. So, thank you everybody for watching this episode of Arcade Spirits. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys!